Hello, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity, and we're about to do something potentially slightly unexpected, because when I uploaded the last video, somebody in the comments suggested to me that it would be interesting to bring the grieving mother on this quest. And now I am so curious that I really want to do that, to the point that I am willing to go and switch character. I believe the only way of doing that is by returning to Stronghold, but I'm going to check. Yeah, I actually need to leave here and come back if we're going to do that. But I think it's worth it. I need to know. I need to know. And we basically killed everybody on the way here, so I guess you can just relax while I run all the way back to where we came from. Actually, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe I've read that you can change party member at the inn, so let's try and do that, because that'd be a lot quicker. Yeah, they definitely don't know that I murdered someone.
Greetings.
Okay, I think I need to say I'd like to see what rooms you have. And then, yes, so yeah, I'm going to switch Sagani for the Grieving Mother. Oh, we may as well do this while we're here, actually. Do I want Drake's Den or Dragon's Lair? Might, Constitution, and 10% damage against Beast. I don't think we're going to meet any beasts. Let's go for Dragon's Lair with Might, Constitution, and Intellect. And I think we can probably make this money back by selling some stuff before we leave the inn. Oh, look how many Initiates hoods I've got. I killed a lot of Initiates, didn't I? That actually got us quite a lot of money.
I'm here.
Now back we go. I felt kind of bad for killing the helper, but he did attack me. I didn't really have a choice. And he might have been in on it, I don't know. He could have been an initiate. This is such a creepy looking place. They've definitely been kidnapping all of these people that I have the list of and killing them here as some kind of sacrifice. Just closing the door like, nope, we don't want that. Oh, blood pool. As you approach the blood pool, the viscous liquid churns and bubbles. You feel essence rising to the surface, reaching out to you, whispering. That was terrifying. Adea said, someone should clean that up. Alos, some strange power seems to be animating the blood. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that whatever it isn't benevolent. I think that's a good guess, Alos, yeah. Kana says grotesque masks and pools of blood. They aren't half-hearted in their madness, are they? And Kana wrinkles his nose. Grieving Mother said, a place of death. We should not linger here. That might be good advice. A bubbling cauldron of Skane's hateful seed. He may be snivelling and cowardly in his ways, but he has never lacked for focus. I mean, the Grieving Mother said we should not linger here, so that makes me think we should retreat. But on the other hand, I am very curious, and I kind of want to extend my soul to the blood pool. You know what? We did create an adventurer. This could be an absolutely terrible decision, but I love a mystery and I want to reach out my soul to the blood pool. The faint whispers resolve into a cacophony of voices. You imagine yourself surrounded by 100 men and women. Their naked flesh is scourged and bloody, or skinned and covered with flies. Their eyes are missing, replaced by glittering black stones. The voices cry out in unison, what's this? Another soul come to rage and burn? Or merely to watch? You may be a long time in waiting. Our work today is already finished. What work? Or who are you? Who are you? A woman's voice replies, nobodies, serfs and thralls and whores, used and thrown away. Almost all we had was taken from us. What little remained, we gave here. They hover at your soul's edge, feeling you out. Our fury burned within us, unquenched and unfed, but hate can be fashioned into a weapon by those willing to pay the price. Another voice speaks. In life we were weak, but in death we made a choice. Choice carries power. Okay, what kind of power? A voice cackles. If you must ask, then you have never had need of revenge. They probe at the boundaries of your soul, exploring your essence. It is a shame there is nothing in you we could use. The souls sink back into the pool. Okay, hold on. I would know what you've done here. The pool itself begins to ripple with the sound of a dissonant chorus of perverse laughter that rakes at your ears. The lapping blood stirs a large metal cage. Half submerged in the center of the pool, and it creaks loudly as it rocks back and forth on a rusted pulley, as if in answer to your question. Wait, let me ask you more about this place. The time for questions is over, Watcher, and the blood pool is still. Okay, well, that didn't solve any mysteries. That kind of gave me more questions. I guess these were the last 2 sacrifices? The corpse is bent forward as if watching her life's blood trickle away.
I'm here.
I hope this isn't what's happened. Oh, I can go and speak to this? It's still and quiet. I wonder whether that might change later. I really need somebody with better lockpicking ability. I don't think the man's arms are cut open from elbow to wrist. Wow. I imagine... Okay, nothing that hurt us too badly. It just kind of damaged our endurance. Oh, it's burn. Boiling spray. Apparently I need to walk around like this here. I should really have predicted that. I should have seen that on the wall. Okay, let's explore the smaller rooms. It's just like a wine cellar? What's this? Scanite scripture. Burn, feel thy hatred twist within thee. Feed thyself on its bile, sustain thyself in its anger. This hatred, this bile, this anger, these shall be the tools for thy rebellion. Okay, we had the idea of that for that earlier. And some extra lockpicks, which apparently we need, because we keep failing a lot. This cabinet is finely crafted from a deep, rich wood. However, many years of its shelves are broken from years of rough use. Many of its shelves are broken from years of rough use. The final journal of Jonas, again. Jonas has to be important. This makes a lot more sense now. Jonas was going to be one of the people to be sacrificed to the pool. But we also have the crypt's master key. And I assume that means that we can now open these. I don't need to crouch for this bit. I don't know if this is going to be dangerous. Yes, it is. It is going to be dangerous. Let's just get straight in there with the dare and then sort everybody else out as we go. I need to check where everyone is. So, grieving mother. What kind of things does she have? Mind wave. Oh wow, concussive blast of psychic energy. Whisper of treason imparts a bedeviling secret to an enemy that causes its allegiance to bend. Okay, she has really cool ones. Slashing blade. Phantom foes invades the minds of targets in the area of effect, causing them to believe they are surrounded by phantom foes. Leaves them flanked for duration. That will be really good alongside me as a character, because I can get extra damage for flanked. Okay, I'm just gonna let her kind of do what she's doing, I think. Who's this? Why am I so close? The pets, on the other hand, you can get in there. Oh, no pets, just one pet. Oh, I forgot that Sagani's not with us anymore. I just want to take everybody with us. It was pretty easy. Okay, I'm glad we bought Grieving Mother. I like her already. No, one of those mind breaker ones. Okay, that's fine. Again, let's get Adea in here. There's 2 in there. Okay, yeah. Focus on this one first. Let's get the pet in there. Kind of relatively low risk. And you're nearly down. And then Adea, can you do the same for this one? Because that was perfect. Why is my pet stuck?
I'm here.
There we go. Just couldn't get through the door. There, no problem. Trying to pick things up with an antelope doesn't work. What's in here? Why didn't I see the trap? I thought I was supposed to be able to see them. As if I triggered another one. Why can't I see them? Am I just being stupid? Or is it because we don't have enough of something? Am I too low level now to detect these traps? Okay, can you all just focus on them, please? Where is she? Too far forward, that's where she is. Okay.
At once.
Let's just steal all their stuff. And see what was down here. This better be worth it. This is gonna loop me back round to the other way that I could have gone. This was totally pointless, wasn't it? I could have just completely avoided all of this. I feel like this may be a very much like curiosity killed the cat situation. Need to remember to look at that. Okay. Today, need to watch the grieving mother's health here. Remember to keep her back. You endurance and Aloth. This one's a temple guard.
I'm here.
Let's get that.
How may I help?
I'm wondering whether I need to do something to him, like freeze him or something? Probably not, though. Let's just see. That's what happens. Why has the day come to him?
Hey.
I don't remember telling you to do that. Okay, you can knock him down, actually, but then... Can you? And then all of you need to be on him. This is probably a bad idea. What's he doing? Okay, no. Adea, get back over there. We are too crowded up here. Okay. Now, him. These aren't that difficult, so this should be fine. He's already badly injured. Before we do any serious fights, before I get to like a boss fight, I definitely need to camp though. I've only actually got one campfire left. I really should have bought some more of those at the inn. But there was nothing else in here. Again, kind of sad, but it's fine. So you can get back that way now. I think this is going to be a dead end. This is going to be another one of the backer things. Let's pick a random one to have a look at. How about Jonathan Cliff, the lurking writer? Into this dark embrace we meet the light we've sought, and from beyond the veil the world is clear. To all we've held and loved, our blood has bought eternity for us within their hearts. They hold most dear. Very nice. Okay, this is actually... looks like it might go somewhere. There's an effigy made out of several crooked sticks tied together with rough twine, casts an ominous flickering shadow. Do I go up the stairs, or do I go this way, the way that was already unlocked over there? And that's going to lead me back to the room where my pets got stuck. I do feel like this is probably the actual way to go. Although we had to unlock the door. Maybe that is just another way. Okay, and no, we're going to keep going the way we were going. Let's not double back. We'll keep going up the stairs. What? That was sudden. Okay, I didn't expect that. Right.
Hey.
Let's try and get this sorted. What are we dealing with? Just beetles. Okay, this should be fine. Let's get rid of this one first.
Your thoughts
Make sure
must
she's
flow
out the way.
Indeed.
Well, that was a surprise. This is not where I expected to be. Well, there's a skull on here, so I guess that's like the symbol of the cultists. Well, there's a flower though. Where am I? Somewhere in
I'm
Deerford
here.
Crossing. Let's just go explore over here for a second, just in case I'm missing something on this side. No, as I thought, that one is pretty empty. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether to camp and up my health a bit at this point. I probably should. Yeah, let's take this as a good place to camp. And they can all have damage reduction. Grieving Mother, you feel a presence hovering nearby. When you turn, you see the Grieving Mother observing you. Concern crinkles the corners of her eyes and seeps into your mind. You wear a call of your own, Watcher. I see you shrouded by old lives and unanswered questions. Can you see any details of my past lives? She closes her eyes and you feel her energy directed inwards at you. She searches your mind, your memories, and parts of you that feel numb and still. She is as gentle as a mother with a newborn. She finally retreats. I am sorry, whatever secrets your soul hides are not present in your mind. I felt them more and more of late. This is why we journey together, that one may draw strength from many, and that much may be mended by the purpose of one. As she peers at you, her brow seems creased with a new kind of anxiety. Your obscure past, does it trouble you? Okay, I can either say, yes, I don't know what's in there and that troubles me, or no, whatever I've done, my decisions now matter more, or it seems pointless to give it much thought. I think, whatever I've done, my decisions now matter more. She nods. I admire your clarity, Watcher, and I hope I may help prepare you for the decisions ahead. Hope so too. She retreats from you, fading into the background. If you did not already know she was here, you suspect you wouldn't notice her at all. This is why she's so sneaky.
I'm here.
On the other hand, it is nighttime now, which could have been a bad decision for exploring this place. There's a beetle. That should be fine. But Aelys shouldn't be the first one to be dealing with that.
Hey.
So
Navaru, be on seek!
it's down. Didn't even give me anything. I mean, there's no strange clues here or anything. Yeah, let's go back in. Intriguing, but not helpful. Oh. Right, 2 guards. Let's focus on this one first.
Yes.
And let's try to be a bit clever about this because this seems like it's going to be harder.
Yes.
Aelys, can you do damage and reduction of accuracy on this one? And
Following your lead.
Connor can just do
Navaru, be
what
on seek!
he's doing for now. But there's actually a third one. Okay, quick change of plan. We need to get the Mindbreaker. We need to get the one that is ranged. So let's set the pet on that one. See if we can get hobbled. What can we use for her? See something interesting. Her ones are so cool. Let's try this.
Lava!
That's brilliant. Okay, perfect. Now we can continue to focus on this one.
I'm here.
Let's move me up a tiny bit. So I'm kind of in the doorway. Is everybody else okay? Are you well back? You need to be out of the line of...
Your thoughts
Okay,
must flow
move this way.
indeed.
There we go. That's better. And then, yeah, it's just Adair and Antelope who are kind of in direct line. Perfect. Okay, now Adair would knock back on this one. He's woken up over there.
Navaru!
But we'll keep going with this plan, I think. The Mindbreaker's not going to be able to do enough damage by the time this one is dead. Perfect. This is going much better. I really like the Grieving Mother in the party. That was such a good piece of advice. I do like Sagandi. We'll definitely
I'm
be
here.
coming back to her and doing her quest as well. Oh, this is why I need the Crypt Master key.
I'm here.
Oh. I think I'm about to walk into a boss battle. Maybe. Weemond. A large bull-necked man in a hood helps a young elven woman down from a glass chamber connected to a dizzying array of cables and machinery. Her skin and clothing glisten with fresh blood.
You may feel a little lightheaded for the next hour or two, but that will pass. Have a meal and get some sleep when you return to town. The transfusion.
What? Okay, we've got a lot of experience. It's Aelys. This is who we're looking
The
for.
transfusion will be smoothest if you relax and rest. The implanted essence already has a hold on your mind, so fighting it will be useless. And I hope our new visitor does not complicate matters overly.
I'm going to complicate matters, I'm sorry. What's going on here?
Subversion. The black sheep cousin of justice. Or haven't you heard Lord Heron's tale of woe about a missing daughter and an impending marriage? He's sent his soldiers to scour the village while he bides his time at the Dracogen Inn.
I'm aware, yeah, that's why I'm kind of why I'm
I don't
here.
expect you to understand what I'm doing. Neither the rituals of Scan nor the labors of Animancy meet with much approval in polite society. But unsightliness reminds polite society that there are limits. When no one pays attention to the excesses and debaucheries of a lord, you give them something they can't look away from.
Oh, okay. What shall we say here? What are you talking about? Alice Harrand is pregnant. People around town seemed suspicious of Lord Harrand. Harrand said he was taking her to Aina's Rest to find a suitor, but a few pieces of his story didn't add up. Yeah.
Did a bit of digging, did you? That's more than can be said for most. Lord Harrand's been telling everyone she's his daughter. He brought her all the way out here just to avoid anyone who might know differently. She's his niece, and she's carrying his child.
What? Okay, that's a plot twist I was not expecting. He's her own flesh and blood? That's the vilest thing I've ever heard of from Aloth. Yeah, totally agree with that. Why would he do that? You can't be serious, that's horrible. I'll kill that monster myself as soon as I return to town. Or, are you sure? That seems a bit far-fetched. I mean, it's a good point. Do we trust this man? Although it would make sense because there's been this kind of like background suspicion, background mystery the whole time. You can't be serious. That's horrible.
It is the product of a corrupt and degenerate system of nobility. This is all to ensure that some drop of his blood, some mote of his essence, cleaves to his fortune long after he's dust in the ground.
Oh, okay, so just literally tried to have a child.
Heron's own wife's delivered nothing but hollowborn. Now he's got no heir, and his sister's child, Aelys, is reaching the age to marry. Without progeny of his own, Heron's legacy would pass to her issue. So, he found a way to continue his own noble line by putting his child in this girl,
Oh, wow.
his own niece.
And animancy is part of your plan to destroy him? Or you didn't have to resort to violence, someone would have helped Alice. Or couldn't he have gotten a child by some other means? I mean, that's pretty obvious. You didn't have to resort to violence, someone would have helped Alice.
And yet no one did. Not that innkeeper who wasn't above taking his lordship's coin. Not Heron's attendants who must have known.
Oh, is he bribed?
Not even his wife, the poor girl's aunt. Depravity like this doesn't happen, but that people allow it. This is the truth that decent folk don't want to see. Sometimes you need excess to fight men like Heron. This isn't just about Heron or the girl. It's about the corrupting influences of power and wealth. How people of privilege, people like Heron, are so often insulated from the consequences of their actions. The charged essence of dozens of maltreated slaves and underlings is already taking root in her mind. Once it's established, it'll drive her to murder her uncle, her aunt, and anyone foolish enough to get in her way.
Oh no.
People won't be able to look away from Heron's sins then.
Okay, the whole thing is starting to come together now. So that's all of that vengeance that was bubbling in the pool of blood, that all of that is now inside her. Durance, I'm sure he's going to say something really helpful. Leave it to Sken to go to such lengths to avoid confrontation. How will this lord learn if he is not directly punished? Break this lord's body, bestow on him 100 red gifts, let him know why he must suffer. Only then do you correct the problem.
I do not wish to destroy Nestor Herond. I wish to end his entire rotten line. His name will become a curse among strangers. The deeds of his house will be eclipsed by his ruin. Foes will hear his name and shudder with pity. And any relatives who should survive him will abandon their fortunes just to rid themselves of the association.
I mean, okay, but why are you punishing her? Grieving Mother says, Watcher, do not let this girl and her child become fodder for revenge. Let me touch her mind. I can free her from this snare, as well as from the memories that hold her captive. Oh, yes, okay, if this is going to work, do it. The grieving mother bows her head. Thank you, Watcher. You feel her reach out, persistent yet gentle. Aelys does not move, but the grieving mother trembles with exertion, and the air around her rings with the sound of chimes. At last, she collapses, her energy spent. The strain throbs in her mind. Just for a moment, Aelys's eyes close. When they open again, her expression is blank. But as she takes in the scene before her, you, women, and the machinery in this strange dark room, her confusion turns to fear. She lets out a choked cry.
Kill them. All of them.
Yes, it worked.
She can't destroy Heron, then we can destroy his legacy with her.
Yay, okay. Thank you so much to the person who told me to bring the grieving mother along with me, because I do not know how this would have ended well otherwise. If I had freed Aelys and she still had that thing in her head, she would have just become a murderer. I don't think that those things would have released her. So this was perfect. Okay, now I just need to kill these. We just actually need to escape. I think this might be a tricky one. So we've got him, the main one. We've got the cultist there, a mind breaker, and a preacher. Mind breaker and preacher. I'm thinking one of these needs to go down first. The mind breakers do seem to cause a fair amount of range damage. The preacher, I assume, is going to be a healer, though. Let's take down the preacher.
Hey.
We'll do this on you. Can we get another one of those Whisper of Treason on the Mindbreaker just to stop him being a problem for a minute?
Aye?
Maybe get an area of effect, binding web over here?
Perfect work.
Okay, creature's badly injured, nearly down. And done. Okay, yes, perfect. Now Adair on him. And everybody else on him.
Lava.
Okay. Kana's really taking a beating for some reason. Just keep an eye on Kana. Why do I seem to be firing so slowly? Okay, that was an interesting explosion. And now we've got the cultist and the main one. I assume he's going to be... Oh, yeah. Okay. He's got a lot more damage. So let's see if we can get rid of him now.
Hey.
Following your lead.
And Kana can just stay back for a minute. What have you got that might help us here? We could do that, but we've only got one additional target right now. Oh, this is like double damage. These are so cool. Okay, let's try this one because this sounds... I was going to say fun, but it sounds intriguing. One more, just one cultist.
Lava.
Yes. Okay, I don't think this could have gone any better. Alice, sorry. The young woman blinks at you and takes a few steps back. Stay away, I don't know. She shakes her head and rubs her temples. What happened here? How specific do you want us to be? I rescued you, you wandered into a trap. Scanite cultists kidnapped you, or it doesn't matter. I mean, all three of the first ones are right. What happened here? You were kidnapped, I think. She looks around at the dead cultists and pools of blood, her eyes widening in fear and confusion. But what? She winces and pitches forward, holding her head. Hylia's wings, I can hardly remember a thing. She pauses, her brow furrowing. She mutters something in a dialect of Rautai. Then Valian. Be nom e. No, my name is Aelys. Her fingers dance at her side, plucking at the air in 3 repeated motions. A liar. The opening notes of the false knight. Her twitching fingers brush her swelling abdomen. She looks back at you, a question in her eyes. Okay. There's a reason you forgot, Aelys. It's best not to remember some things. You're a young noble who was taken advantage of by unscrupulous relatives. You're a young lady who found herself in trouble with powerful people. It happens to the best of us. Ooh. It's best not to remember some things. She nods absently. I also know I can't go back to the village, though I don't remember why. She looks around at the strange machinery, and I certainly can't stay here. That's true. You're free to go wherever you want, Aelys. Find the road and keep going. Or there's a temple on the edge of town. I'm sure the clergy will help you find someplace safe. Or you should find your way to a big city, New Hyoma perhaps, or even the Valian Republic, somewhere with plenty of opportunities. Or find someplace remote, avoid the roads and keep to yourself. You can't trust anyone. Okay, I don't feel equipped to advise her on this. I've never been to the temple at the edge of town. I can't remember whose temple it even is, so I don't know if they will help her to find somewhere safe. I mean, she's free to go wherever she wants. Yeah, have freedom, find the road and keep going. The suggestion sinks in slowly, but it seems to take root in the newly barren places of her mind. It's good advice. She takes a final glance at the blood-spattered chamber. I won't look back. She hurries away. I hope I get to meet her later. I hope she's going to be okay. I'm really glad the grieving mother managed to save her. She's got a lot of issues. She has a concussion. Okay, we'll fix that soon. We have an exceptional morning star. A fine stiletto. Some blood-blessed skin cultist robes. I don't think we'll be wearing those. White leaf. I don't think I've seen this before. Immunity to frightened, sickened, defense against terrified. Shame they didn't use that. There's a chest. That's what the key was for. What's in here? Took. Oh, unique dagger. Okay, we're just gonna take that. I'll put it in Aloft because I don't want to forget about it. Oh, his notebook. The looping scribbles are difficult to read, but as you flip through the pages, you can make out several passages. Near the beginning, you read, "Will be a suitable place for my experiments. There's an abundance of space, and more importantly, the locals are content to ignore it. I could probably construct..." You skip ahead several pages. Willing volunteers. The legacy has brought many grievances to the surface, and capturing the essence is primarily a matter of timing. The ritual of the effigy serves as a good template for... You scan the middle of the book. Died and their essence evaporated. Next time I'll have to try a smaller concentration of the reagent to... You turn to the last page. Noble from Defiance Bay. Results were mostly consistent across other subjects. The challenge is always applying the method to an unwilling participant, but her situation may prove an advantage. If I can bring those memories of her uncle to the forefront, it might render her essence more susceptible to the process. Okay, and here's our evidence for who took her. Well, this is going to be an interesting quest to hand to her uncle. Let's go and do that. Yes, okay, right. We have words.
What are you doing up here? Unless... Have you news of my daughter? I've got to get her out of this wretched village.
Yes, I found Aelys.
My daughter? Is she safe?
Oh, we can say I let her go, or we can lie and say she's dead. See, if I tell him that I let her go, he's going to try to hunt for her. I don't usually lie with this character, but I'm going to lie and say she's dead.
That can't be. What happened?
Okay, in response to that, I'm going to say, you know exactly what I discovered, or I should kill you for what you did. Or you can't get to her now, that's what matters. Or I'll tell everyone what a monster you are. Okay. You know exactly what I
I
discovered.
don't know what you're referring to, but I've heard enough already. Take this, and let's put this unpleasantness behind us.
Okay, we can say go, or not so fast. If I'm going to forfeit the pleasure of burying a knife in your gut, I expect better compensation. Or I can just kill him and say, my thoughts exactly. Okay, I don't think my character would do that. Not that violent. I also don't. I don't think I'd usually use the might one, but in this case, he is horrible, and I kind of want to punish him for what he did to Aelys, without just killing him, which might have wider consequences.
Very well. Now, I really must get back on the road.
Okay. Kind of wish that I killed him now. He definitely can't find her if he's dead. I feel like it is more fitting for my character that we didn't just decide to kill him. I love the bar, this like just cross section of a tree for the bar top. This is definitely, I think, the coolest place to stay that we've come across so far. And I love that it is the green dragon. That's what this is. So, okay, we need to rest up, get everyone back to full health, and then we'll continue questing. I'm going to keep the grieving mother in the party, actually. I really like her skills. I like the dialogue options that we're going to get with her as well. I'm intrigued by her. And if she can occasionally do things like help us to reach into people's minds, then that's going to open up some interesting story options as well. So yeah, I'm keeping her. Very, very good advice. And as shocking as the end of the Aelys story was, I think it ended quite well. I am really glad that we had her on the team. So yeah, thank you again for the suggestion on the grieving mother. And see you next time in Pillars of Eternity, where we can do some more exploration. So if you'd like to find out what's going to happen next with this party, please consider subscribing to the channel or liking the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.